Hello everyone, we're standing here today at the World Electrolysis Congress organized by World Hydrogen Leaders. My name is Johan Wiebe, Executive Director from the Hydrogen Standard, and with me here today stands Martin Walder from Schneider Electric. Welcome, Martin.
Good afternoon, how are you?
I'm fantastic, thank you for asking, and it's fantastic to have you as well. Schneider Electric, what is it that you guys do? And tell me also a little bit, please, about your role in the business.
Well, Schneider Electric, of course, is a very large, 140,000 people, extremely strong in energy management and automation, number one in the world, energy management, but doing everything really from the grid throughout industrial operations, right down to the individual devices. We automate factories, we power buildings, we power industry, we power data centers. And so just about any industrial unit has something from Schneider in its environment.
What about yourself? Do you have something from Schneider? I guess a job? Or what is your role?
Yeah, my personal house has Schneider smart controls for sure. Yeah, but my job in Schneider is driving us in automation, heavily in new emerging markets such as hydrogen, electric vehicle battery, and now the revival of semicon in North America, where there's big spend.
You guys obviously have your fingers in many different pies or active in a lot of different markets. Let's focus a little bit on the hydrogen field. What is it that Schneider Electric offers in that space?
Yeah, well, I mean, we can basically do everything from a grid offtake of power for a hydrogen plant throughout the whole process. So if I take the electrolyser for one, we can provide the powertrain from the inception to the cell, through to all the protection into the process. We can have the process safety and control, instrumentation, human interfaces, variable speed drives, basically the whole caboodle. But we're more than a company providing products. I think where we excel is when we provide engineering and collaboration with these partners. So we work with an electrolyzer company, but also then we would work with a major operator, someone like a BP or Shell building a plant. We can work with those companies and the EPC. We can take the complete process control, process and power management of the plant. We take that as an engineered project. So they can turn to Schneider to engineer the project at that level, take full responsibility for the integration. Because these plants, more than many, it's vital that the power and the process are integrated in a very slick way. So, yeah, basically Schneider can be a very strong partner throughout the whole hydrogen process.
Excellent. So a strong partner through all the hydrogen process or space. What about safety? Safety being obviously very important for the hydrogen industry as well. Can you tell a little bit more about that?
Yeah, I mean, I find a lot of people in this space are moving into a market where they've not had a huge history in functional safety. Schneider has grown up in this space. So Schneider is the number one global player in the triplicated safety market, high tolerance, high availability, grown up in oil and gas. And since Schneider engineer a lot of those systems, they have a lot of functional safety expertise within the company. Those engineers are available to us to help our partners apply the technology. It's not just about programming, it's about designing safe systems that will be certified and allowable in the market. Not only that, of course, we have the product to go behind it. So we can help people design, specify, and then our product can be used in the space. And so we go from the very high-end systems that you might find on a refinery to systems which are flexible between regular control and safety for hydrogen, for instance, for an electrolyzer. It's a very good product for this.
Sorry about that. So obviously electrolyzer, just wanted to hook in some of the answers you gave. Electrolyzer and the hydrogen industry in general, a very power-hungry industry, maybe some of the other markets you work with as well. Obviously you guys are involved in many different industries and aspects of the industries. On the power supply, you guys provide something there too. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Yeah. I mean, power is number one for Schneider. That is probably 2/3 of our company. And in the same way I talk about safety, we have the depth of expertise for designing the power infrastructure. And in this space, you need to absolutely control the power with the process. Not only control it together, but also varying with the demand on the system, and also the renewable supply into it that can fluctuate. And so we're uniquely positioned to really help clients in this space, combining that power and process control.
Providing power and process control. We talked a bit about safety and power obviously being a very important part of the business. What about software? Software obviously is also at the cornerstone of it to make it all function. You purchased a company called Aviva recently. I forgot when it was exactly, but you can tell us about that. Tell us a little bit about that sort of aspect of the business.
Yeah, no. 4 or 5 years ago, we did a reverse takeover of Aviva, which is a FTSE 100 software company. What we did last year at Schneider, so we owned 60% when it was a FTSE 100 company. We acquired OSI Soft, which was a massive leader in this space, combined it with Aviva, and then we purchased it back into Schneider. Still runs very much as an independent company, because let's be honest, a lot of people can do basic control, but it's the software that's going to make the difference in the future. And with our Aviva suite, we work heavily from design, so we can simulate the design of the process, the power infrastructure, the whole bringing together of mechanics, complete digital twin. Then we follow that into the operation of the plant with optimization tools, because there's a long way to go. I don't think anyone has yet fully optimized electrolysis process, and certainly not at scale. And I think this is where our Aviva suite comes in, sitting there, overviewing the process. We work also in our own R&D teams on AI models to go work with the software. So we'll be able to piggyback software sitting across operations to start optimizing.
Yeah. On that quickly, I mean, the market obviously in hydrogen is looking for optimization, efficiency improvement, reduction in cost. On the optimization, what is it that you guys provide in terms of service or tools, software, AI, anything else?
Yeah, I mean, there's a number of tools there, but quite honestly, I don't think anyone off the shelf is going to be able to provide the complete answer. So where we will work is we'll collaborate using our software as a base, but coming in with R&D and AI engineers to move it to another level. You know, we've heard on various presentations today, you know, how electrolysers, you know, can't perform below a certain percentage operation, how the renewable fluctuate, how demand fluctuates. And so this market has got a long, long way to go. And I think the suppliers that can actually differentiate through that expertise, through the optimization, with all the skills in software and process, I think will make the difference.
Market has a long way to go, absolutely true, but sort of standing in almost the beginning still of 2024, what are sort of the aspirations of Schneider Electric or for your division that you're working for this year?
Yeah, I guess the last 3 years we've been ramping up the effort in this space. In 22, there was a reasonable business. Last year, it more than quadrupled. And this year, we see something similar, although there's a little bit of hesitation in the market, a few projects being delayed. It's not coming on quite as fast, but you've got to do the groundwork now, you know, and I think the work we're doing and the amount of people now in Schneider that are focused in this area and building up our skills will really pay dividends. I think more so in 25 probably in terms of real volumes.
Dividends and real volumes in 2024 and 2025. Martin Walder from Schneider Electric, thank you very much.